Welcome back to another edition of the Course Creation Incubator podcast. I'm your host, Gina Onativia, here to get you excited about whatever you are building online, whether it's a course, group coaching, a workshop. I am here for it, and I'm here for you to help you build whatever it is your online marketing dream. And today we're talking about your right now offer, how to create cash flow without overbuilding. Because some of you, I hope all of you actually, are building momentum right now. And maybe you've been doing one on one coaching, you're growing your brand. People are asking, hey, how can I work with you in a bigger way? But your full course, your membership, or your signature framework isn't quite done yet. Or maybe you're building up your website. That's not quite done yet. You don't have your simple sales page done. Well, this episode is for you because wherever you are, I want you to take advantage of the demand that is coming at you right now. If you are an expert, which you are, if you're listening to this right now, and you've got authority and you've got your unique way and unique approach to teach, and you deliver a transformation, you're delivering results, then you deserve to get paid for that. And I don't want you hesitating because infrastructure isn't set up. The website isn't quite set up. You don't need a perfectly architected, that's weird, I would never say that. You don't need the perfect sales page right now. You need cash flow, you need proof, you need traction. So we're going to workshop today how to launch your right now offer. It could be temporary, we're going to stay flexible, and we're going to get it live. Now, before I dive in, I just finished a 10-miler over the weekend, this past weekend, and it was a big deal for me. I've been talking about my journey on this podcast to train for my first half marathon, and I signed up for this 10-mile race, even though I'm about 5 weeks away from the marathon, because I thought to myself, I need to get the miles in. I need to know what it feels like to do 10 miles because before that I'd run about 7 miles, 6.5. And of course, the first 10K or so, the first 6 miles, I felt pretty darn good. And then around 7 miles, that's when my body said, okay, we get to stop now, right, lady? And almost seized up. And I felt tired and I started to get a bit of a headache. And that's when I thought, oh gosh, what's happening right now? Right? I want to slow down or walk. And then I'm seeing other people on the course and I'm getting confused because it's the 5K people. And I think, am I on the wrong course? I'm obviously not on the wrong course, but my brain is starting to trick me and is starting to play games with me because I'm tired because my body has never been here before. And it was scary. And I had to say, you're okay. Everything is fine. You are on the right path. You are right where you need to be. Keep going. And then eventually I got to the 9th mile. And I'm like, okay, I only got a mile to go. We got this. Locked in. But it's those last 3 miles that really push me, right? And that's where we get out of our comfort zone. The last 3 miles. That's where we build the muscle in terms of, I don't care if it's running or learning something new or building something for our business. So don't be afraid to push through for those last 3 miles. And just like the offers that we're going to talk about today, I was not polished. I was far from perfect, but it was progress. Okay. And one last note is my trainer says I'm too competitive about races, which I think is pretty funny because I'm always talking about, oh, this guy with a double stroller passed me. And I'm making jokes about it because it's what I do. And she's always saying to me, you don't worry about those people. You're running your own race. And that's the same thing for whatever we're building. You're running your own race. Let's not forget that. And I'll try to be a little less competitive on the road when I'm running my next 15K. This episode is brought to you by our Done For You services. If you would like some high touch, custom marketing or course creation or brand site help, would love to give you a chat. Go to coursecreationboutique.com/course to apply. We'll book a call. We'll have a chat. All right, let's talk about why a right now offer really matters. Because some of you are waiting. You might be listening to me and you're like, Gina, the website's not done. The branding's not perfect. The course is not fully built. The funnel, not fully automated. Whatever the excuse, meanwhile, people are knocking on the door, wanting to work with you. That's demand. We answer demand. We respond to it and we get right on it. Not with a 45 module course, something simpler. So let's get practical and see how we can turn demand into cash flow for you. So the first question is, where are you seeing demand right now? What are people asking you for? Can you coach me? Do you have a program on this? Can you help me with blank? Do you offer intensives? Can I get a VIP day with you? Can we hop on a call? I want you to respond to existing demand. If people are asking for coaching, your right now offer could be a 90-minute intensive or a 4-week sprint. Hey, we're going to do a call a week and you can have check-ins with me, email check-ins with me meanwhile. Maybe you're doing a 3-month package. Maybe it's group coaching. One of my clients said she had 2 people interested that were friends. It's like, tell them to grab 3 other people, and then you've got group coaching for a limited time. Very important. Your right now offer is a limited time because you might not ever do it again. That's a big, big piece. But really respond to what the demand is. I've shared this story before, but when I first launched the live 6-week accelerator back at the beginning of the pandemic, that was originally going to be a 3 or 6-month coaching program. And I talked to Dawn Eason, client, friend, mentor, and Dawn said to me, nobody wants that right now. That's not what the demand is. People are freaking out because of the pandemic. They want to just get a simple course out and they want it out quickly. And that's where the 6-week accelerator came from, to get your starter course out there and out to the world a lot faster than any 6-month coaching program would have done. So I answered the demand with what people really wanted. So I want to make sure you're listening to what people really want versus what you kind of want to give them. That can come into play later. For the right now offer, we are responding to the demand. Second, what's a great offer that may or may not ever do again? So, and your right now offer doesn't have to be forever pricing. It doesn't have to reflect your final positioning or messaging. It doesn't necessarily have to scale. Now, this is the only time I'll probably say that. I tend to want offers at scale. I want your call to actions to grow with you and grow with your business. But in this case, I know we have a cash flow outcome. So think about a no-brainer offer at a price and access level to you that feels kind of exciting, feels generous, and gets people in the door and converted quickly. And talking about direct access to you for 4 weeks, not forever. We're putting a limit on it. Or it could be a time limit, or it could be a number of times, right? Like, hey, you get 3 calls with me, 3 check-in 15-minute calls. I've done that before. Maybe they get Voxer access, or it's a founders round. You may never offer this price or this access again. That's okay. And by the way, those early clients become testimonials, case studies, great for building whatever it is you're working on right now. Third question is, what can you pop up in 48 hours? We're not going to use Kajabi here. We do want to use Kajabi in the future. I'll link to our Kajabi link because we love it and it's so intuitive and easy to use for your course, for your landing pages, for your website. We do not need 17,000 emails for this, okay? All we need is a promise, a price, a way to take payment, and a way to schedule. So I'm talking Acuity or Calendly, Stripe, PayPal, Zoom. You take the money, you book the time, you send the link. Done and done. No over complicating here, okay? Number 4, what can you build on for the future? And this is where we're going to be strategic and we're going to be smart. Every call, workshop, group session, we're going to record it because it's going to be content gold, right? We're going to transcribe it. We're going to pull out key phrases, things that might become a framework. We're going to identify repeat questions. Notice where people get stuck. And this can become your signature method, maybe your course outline. It could become your future evergreen product. So it's not random. It's part of your future content. So hopefully that was helpful in you taking action and getting your offer up quickly because we don't want to wait. And a reminder to stay nimble. Okay. It's not the time to be rigid or to overthink anything. We want to get it out there. We want to get your offer out there. We want to test. We want to listen. We want to get feedback, adjusting, and then moving. The feedback part, so important. I got a survey for that 10-mile race. First time they ever did it on the Bayfront at South Bay here in San Diego. And I gave a lot of feedback because it was their first time out. And I had thoughts in terms of the course and the shirt and the signs. So make sure you're getting that kind of feedback from your clients, especially if you're doing one-to-ones, you're doing coaching. Ask them in the moment. They send surveys because there was hundreds of people running, but I want you to ask your people in the moment as you're coaching them or as you're delivering your content. And remember, the last 3 miles is where we get out of our comfort zone, we push through, and we grow, and we learn something. That's what we want. We want those last 3 miles to transform us. So you don't need the perfect offer. We're doing messy action, okay? You need a live offer. You need the right now version. So I want you to go for it. And then send me a DM on Instagram or on LinkedIn and let me know how you're doing. Let me know if you have questions. Go get them, Tiger. Until next time, go create, be you and be brilliant, and get it done.